Alright, this is our showroom. Look at all the pretty cars they have. Look at this Camaro. Hennessy Camaro. Got a whole bunch. Alright, here we go. This, we'll start at the front. These are these cracks I was talking about. It's typical with lacquer kind of paint. Told you that headlight bezels, bumper, those things are in great condition, which has probably been replaced. No, it's hard to tell the lighting, but it's all pretty clean underneath. Okay. I'm gonna go over the hood. See, it's all pretty nice. You kind of see the paint condition, it's just a little worn. This is that spot I was telling you about that looks like it's been cracked or something. He put some rust inhibitor on it. See, the body line gap is pretty even. Pull way down. Hoods are hard to get right. This is the quarter panel that kind of looks the best on the car. Of course, it's not perfect. You can see there's dings in it, but there's no rust bubbles around the trim that I saw. Emblem's in good condition. Okay, look at the windshield. This trim's in good condition. Okay, this is the door. The mirror's in good shape. It's on there firmly. This is an area of concern. Just looks like surface rust that they've, tried to coat with rust rubber to try to stop it from spreading or anything like that. Some more evidence of it. The bottom of this door is not near as bad as the other one. It's actually in pretty decent condition. This door panel is in good condition. This one does not have the rips on it because it's not the driver's side. Let's get a look at the interior. See, like I told you, the dash is in good condition. Carpet looks good. The seats look good. Some steam, some TLC, some elbow grease. Probably get these things shined up pretty nicely. But they're in good condition. I mean, they're not ripped. The rocker panel. More little evidence. This is rust inhibitor, and they've definitely coated it. And I think what happened is there's just surface rust, and then the guy band-aided it just by so it didn't want to look bad. But I don't think it's cancerous. Because it's still firm. I mean, all this is solid. It's just I think it was surface rust underneath there. This is where I think the quarter panel's been replaced. Usually there's just kind of spot welds on these. These are all smooth. I could be wrong though. I know Ford and Chevy do theirs a little bit differently. For this car, it's kind of the same way. This is the discoloration I was talking about. I think this is just gonna be cleaned off. It's some elbow grease. The owner said he's getting his car detailed. Back seat looks good. Same discoloration on that, armrest, all typical of a used car that's being used constantly. Back to the seats. There's nothing wrong with the interior. I'll show you the gauge pod is the only thing I really saw. Let's see, this is the rear quarter. This is the rust bubbles I was telling you about, which is very typical on all classic cars. Trim's not the greatest. The overall square footage of the quarter panel though is not bad. That's why it could be, you know, brought back to its condition. Some more rust bubbles on that side. And then, you know, it's all coated. Like it's pretty much a common theme around the car. The guy said he, you know, drove this thing a lot. The wheels are in good condition. You know, no dents, road rash. See the drum brakes underneath it. The top. Hey Benny, can we put the top up? You can see this is all typical. These are greased. I mean, they're not pretty, but the top is new. You can see the frame for the top is in good shape. And this will stretch out as it sits. This is the glass I was telling you about. Be very careful putting that in and out. But you know, I don't see like a whole lot of rust from like, you know, the drip rails from this. Usually cars you'll see like all right here. So I mean, it's got pros and cons, but it doesn't seem the cons really outweigh the cons outweigh the pros that much. You know, for a dry ride, it doesn't outweigh at all. Rear bumpers, fantastic condition, either re-chromed or it's replaced. The lenses are in really good condition, probably replaced. Or it could be original. I mean, these bezels look like the original. It's got dual exhaust. It's obviously aftermarket rear end. A Mauser rear end, so it's pretty heavy duty. Like I said, the drivetrain mechanically, this car is solid. I just drove it over here, and I mean it was powerful throughout the power band. Chirped the tires in second. I get a better light in here, but we're looking at the original. Hey, can you bring me a light, Benny? Can you bring me that light? Spare tire, original bumper jack, which is getting harder and harder. That's the convertible top. And just to give you an idea, all this is solid, no rust on it. A little bit of surface rust, such as discoloration. This is the top, the underside of it. It's black. This is all the convertible top right here. The weather stripping is not in good condition. The seal right here is all dry rotted. I don't think those are very expensive to replace. The trunk itself, the lid is solid. I don't see anything to tell you about that. I can't really read that. But overall, I mean, sides of the trunk, the trim. The trunk's in good condition. No dings on the trunk. This is another little spot. This is another little spot just like on the hood. And, you know, that typical rocker panel area in the rear quarter. The paint on the clear's got, you see those little flecks when I pass by? Those are imperfections in the clear. When body shops rush cars out, they don't put them in a vacuum scenario. They get little dust flakes in the clear as it's drying. got more. Real good condition. Look at the driver's side. Obviously, is going to be the worst. That's all solid. Door jamb's all solid until you get right here. Again, this is all solid. It's just, I think with the touch-up paint, I think it's a little overboard on it. But you know, down in there, I mean, there's really no cancerous rust. I don't see anything. You know, in the moldings, that kind of gives me an idea that this car is. It's just, you know, needs a little TLC. This is the driver's side door I told you about. That's ripped. You know, it's a vinyl door panel. Get them pretty cheap. Other than that, the door panel's in decent condition. A little discoloration, nothing major. And this is more of that rust inhibitor coating. Not the whole length of the door. You know, I don't think it's cancerous. I think it's just surface rust that he's coated. Let's see the body door line gaps all even. This is the area on the doors on the outside. Focus. A little spot. Again, this is just coating, I think, what was surface rust and just an attempt to make it look decent. Again, I think you get an idea of the condition of the paint. It's finished. Like I said, it's a decent driver. It's got front disc on the front, drum on the rear. Let me open the hood. Hood opens very easily. And this is what I really wanted to show you. I mean, the car is pretty clean. New brake booster. I mean, the wiper motor looks new. Valve covers look new. You'll notice new spark plug wires. The spark plug is bright white. Air cleaner is in great condition, probably reproduction. Or it's original, I don't know. But all this stuff, these lines, you know, they're all taunt. They're taunt. Nothing's draped over the engine. These reservoirs look new. Like I said, with this one, the hood doesn't really have anything on it. Overall, just it's a nice driver. I wish the body was a little bit better condition, but you know, you can't go back to being square one again. So, like I said, it looks like this is new. Fan shroud's new. Reservoirs. I mean, it's got the headers on it. I mean, this thing sounds like a beast. Let me get somebody to go start it for me. I can do it. Oh, I need to show you the this is the bezel. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see how this is discolored. But all the gauges work. The tack on the hood works. That's a little cloudy. The clock, it does not work. And the AC and stuff I'll have to check. There's that 8-track. Like I said, the condition of the pedals, I mean, kind of how I secretly tell. There's that horseshoe shifter, center console. Let's give it a whirl, huh? Get old Elizabeth to go rev it for you. All right. And I say there's no leaks. Cars have sit here for about 30 to 20 minutes. That's about it. That's about it, man. We'll do a driving video of it soon. Hopefully that'll be enough for right now. If you ever come to Houston, come see all my 300 cars I got for sale. Got Corvettes for days. This is a sweet Porsche. It's a 930, 130 grand. That's a GTM Factory 5 car.